On the 10th of May 2010, the Chesterfield Birth Centre received a very special visitor. Phase 1 opened in September 2009, with the second phase ready to receive patients by the end of that year, but news of an official opening created quite a buzz. The Trust has been privileged to receive royal visitors in the past, including Princess Anne in 2009 and Her Majesty the Queen, who opened the hospital in 1985. Mums who'd used the new centre were invited to attend, and it didn't disappoint. The Countess of Wessex was taken on a tour of the facilities by the General Manager of Women's and Children's, Debbie Eardley. Her Royal Highness was first taken into one of the new, fully equipped birth rooms, where she was shown one of the 4 birthing pools by Head of Midwifery and Senior Matron Linda Gustard. She spent a great deal of time speaking with new mums who'd used the new facilities about their experiences. Those who'd used the old facilities played quite a part in forming the final design of the new centre. The Trust carried out a survey of new mums to find out how we could improve the facility after scoring top marks in a Healthcare Commission report. The Countess was told how parents, although delighted with the care they and their newborns had received, wanted the clinical environment modernised with soundproofed rooms and ensuite facilities, all of which was incorporated into the centre. The visit was a very relaxed one, with Her Royal Highness chatting away to mums and even taking the time to speak to some of the little ones who were only too happy to talk back. The reception area, overlooked by the swipe access secured entrance, is the hub of the centre and the first port of call for any woman about to give birth. There are always a number of staff on hand to greet the parents-to-be, and the Countess spoke to many of them about how the reception coordinates other areas of the centre before moving on to triage and the observation room. Here, the Countess met with Clinical Director Janet Cresswell, who spoke about the new triage facilities, which is where any mums-to-be will be assessed. They'll have their birthing options explained to them and reminded of the facilities that include an active birth studio from Australia, one of the 4 pools and a birthing cushion, all intended to add to the stress-free environment created through the new design. From there, the tour progressed through the first phase before Her Royal Highness was taken into the courtyard to meet Art Insight's Louisa Williams, gardener David Hopkinson and Guy Barlow from contractors Mansa. The garden was created as a place for patients and staff to relax outside of the setting of the birth centre, but still within a security-controlled area. It features separate seated areas for patients and staff, alongside raised beds and artwork that results in a completely tranquil environment. The designers explained to the Countess that their brief was to create the impression that a new mum was leaving the formal surroundings of the hospital without leaving the care the centre provides. The Countess was then introduced to Chairman Richard Gregory, who said a few words before giving Her Royal Highness the opportunity to address the gathered crowd of staff, mums and guests to officially unveil the Chesterfield Birth Centre.
The babies, many of whom are here today, to thank you for the time you've taken with us today and for the interest that you've taken as well. Without further ado, invite you to unveil a commemorative plaque which will be a very, very fond memory of this day with us.
Thank you very much, and it's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure to meet some of the babies. Massive joy. And it's lovely to see such a worthwhile investment made. You've got a great reputation as a hospital, and I know you've got further plans for more developments in the hospital, and I wish you very, very well with those. For anybody who's lucky enough to give birth here, then clearly they're going to be the beneficiaries of some great sound thinking. It's a great pleasure to be able to, I know you've been open for a few months, but to formally do the unveiling.
Great.